Indeedee is a blessing for defensive decks. This card has single-handedly made Shaman and Wigglytuff irrelevant. There's a lot of strategies that are enhanced with Indeedee, and I felt like trying out SKARMORY. SKARMORY X Unkillable. Today's deck goes all in on 2 SKARMORY supported by Indeedee, alongside 16 trainer cards. The game plan is simple. We lead off with SKARMORY, and it just doesn't die. Like, ever. Steel Apron is obviously our tool of choice here, protecting SKARMORY from status, allowing it to take on Mega Blazakin and tank it like nothing. 1x speed helps us correct our Indeedee leads, while Double Cyrus is our way to hunt down our opponent's EX threats for an easy victory. I know, I'm gonna get 40,000 comments asking about Oricorio. We lose to it, okay? Everything else is game. Today we're gonna take SKARMORY EX and make our opponents quit. What Pokemon should we take on next? You, the third! Leave a comment down below, and we'll see what we can do. Don't forget to like and subscribe, it's free. Free is good. Have a solid day, enjoy the games, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Here we go. Let's make our SKARMORY invincible. As we face off against fire right off the bat, okay. We got a hand full of items, but we do play double copycat. We find that research, very nice. We may just red card them. Yep. Because that was looking like an early evolution, and we want to say no to that. We're going to equip the Poison Barb here to potentially stack up some damage on them. And we're going to try to apply pressure. We do have what it takes to tank a hit from Blazakin, but we also, you know, the Poison Barb is important to wear it down if it does attack into us. They're gonna have to pivot here. We need to time the Jasmine at the proper time. But our stealing is strong enough to 2-hit kill this. And the next turn is when we'll go for the Jasmine. I don't know why they place the energy there, but we're gonna be going for the Jasmine here so we don't just get one-shotted. We now take minus 70 damage from incoming attacks. Blazakin's attack is really powerful, but we'll be able to survive it. And we do need to find other pieces, though. Like, we need to find the other SKARMORY here. They haven't found the flame patch. Okay, so that helps. Okay. SKARMORY? Yes, okay. Jasmine again. To protect. And we play Double Cyrus, ladies and gentlemen. A Steel Apron is all we need here. We were expecting that. But we have the X speed to pivot into the one with the Poison Barb again. Still a massive hit. No matter how you look at it. I was hoping we could find 2 Indeedis here, but the question is quite simple. Do they have the Lily? No Lily. No Lily, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to find both Indeedis because that would allow me to basically heal this back up to full, and then the Steel Apron helps us revive. But the Poison Barb is really important though because it wears down attackers. But Steel Apron was really important here as well. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you're done. You are done. Double Cyrus, baby. Get your ass back over here. Double Cyrus with Skarmory, that's the key. Blazakin down. Just like that. Only 1 Indeedee found. Clean! Clean, baby. Round 2. Going first, what do we got? Okay, we got Psychic. Alright. Skarmory lead. Oh. Is this Syndicquil Satu? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that right there is a complete board. That's what we strive for. A Skarmory that's Invincible. The problem is we're facing a deck that actually just like bypasses all that and combines Xatu with Typhlosion to just put us at 10 HP and then burn us. So we literally get the perfect deployment against a deck that just kind of like ignores it. But there's a lot of pieces that they need to find. And any sort of damage that their Xatu leads to will be able to heal immediately. Like, they have to combine the Typhlosion and that. But yep. This is a deck that just doesn't care. It's really ironic that I just have this opener against that. And there's the Pokeball. And I was fearing top decking that, but at least we get it out of the way. You know, gotta stay positive. You know, half full glass kind of thing. Let's get rid of 1 Syndicquil. They need Rare Candy, Typhlosion, and Will. As long as my Skarmory doesn't go down this turn, we're fine. They go for the Will, but it's a pretty Will. I wish I had that Will. But here's the thing, buddy. I can undo that really fast. I was kind of thinking of going for the potions to avoid a red card, but you know. Steel Apron just wins though. Like Steel Apron just completely counters them. So they just kind of seal their fate. Why are they playing the Wills? What I don't understand is why they're playing Wills when they don't have the Typhlosion. Let me just put an end to this fool's career. Or they just give up themselves. Yep. They don't even know how to play it. Like, it's like, wait until you have. I forgot that, you know, that the Steel Apron. I'm starting to doubt, like, me playing the Poison Barb. Like, I feel like racking up the damage is important, but I think I'm gonna make that switch. I'm actually gonna make that switch. You know, you guys will see, like, that at first, like, the Poison Barb, but I just feel like every single time I just want it to be Steel Apron. So I'm gonna go double Steel Apron. Yeah, every single time that I've played a Poison Barb, like, I just wish it was Steel Apron. I have to believe in my ability to just be extremely resilient. So I'm gonna go double Steel Apron. It just makes sense with the 2 Indeedis and with all the healing and everything. Like, especially in this meta, like, it's just vital. So I'm gonna change the deck outlook real quick, and we'll go to round 3. It just feels like every single time I place a Poison Barb, I wish it was a Steel Apron. There's a lot of status going around. Okay, we got the SKARMORY. Very neat. So I just feel like we're going double Steel Apron, which will allow us to maximize our healing value as well. Gyarados. I'm always worried about like a Misty, because every now and then it just happens that you run to his deck, they play Misty turn 1 and they flip 2 heads and the game is already over. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully it's not one of those days. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Okay, we have a real game, ladies and gentlemen. I repeat, we have a real game. You love to see it. There's the X speed. Double SKARMORY. We gotta always respect the red card, because the Gyarados decks really like to play that. So we're gonna drop the 2 SKARMORYs, even though a Sabrina would slow us down. It's not the end of the world, because the odds of them having a Sabrina and the next speed here are quite minimal. They put a giant cape on that instead of, like, you could just play heavy helmet, bro. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm gonna go ahead and go for the Pokeball and find that Indeedee. And we're gonna hold on to these Jasmines until the time is right. Now the X speed can allow us to correct, like not lose momentum if they Sabrina us. 1 Magikarp down, 1 to go. I really dislike the Misty version. It's just like half of my games I automatically lose. Pokemon Pocket. Okay, let's drop this and let's knock you out. You have no, like, they can't kill me. Even if they flip heads with Misty, they can't knock me out thanks to the Steel Apron. So I'm gonna go ahead and prepare for a Jasmine next turn. As they go for the Waterfall Evolution. Now we Jasmine, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. Well, I mean, that's fine. I was expecting the other Gyarados. Jasmine, protect us. Protect us, Jasmine! As we Steel Wing. Now, with the Jasmine, the Apron, and the Steel Wing effect, we are preventing 80 damage, ladies and gentlemen. 80 damage. It is a battle of attrition, and we excel at that. Oh, they got the healing. But we got the defense. Yeah, that did nothing. That did nothing. Okay, so if we heal with Indeedee EX, so let's maximize our profits here. Yeah, we can afford, like, if all we need to do is find the other Indeedee, and this really enhances our chance of doing so, even though we don't find it, but we still heal with you. And they need red to kill us. We tank that. We tank that all day. And now we can watch over him. So let's think about this. With Jasmine, so this deals 140 damage. With Jasmine, we raise our HP stat to 100. 120, 130. So we need one turn. We need to buy one turn here. So I'm gonna force him to have Cyrus. I'm not gonna Jasmine because if they do have Cyrus, they nullify our Jasmine. Exactly. But if that's all you got, you die. You die. You die. Yep, I think they come to terms with that. You got no more potions, you got no more giant cape. Unless you play like giant Malasada, you ain't got shit. Okay. They're so desperate. Oh, and you love to see it. Even taking away my energy, even that won't cut it. They thought that long and hard. Oh, yeah, that's what happens when your Misty flips tails. God, I hate that strategy. It's like, oh, let's Gamba, like, because you know when you're in a good mood playing some games and you run to a deck like that and they just play Misty and they flip two heads, it's just like, okay. Okay, maybe this card has been a problem since the beginning. All right, Steel Apron, definitely putting in the work there. I mean, you can argue that Poison Bar was key, but at the same time, like, Steel Apron just guarantees that we're just resilient enough. All right, let's keep going. Okay. Darkness. We have an Ndidi lead, which is unfortunate, but we do play X speed to correct that. My throat is giving me some problems today. I was gonna say troubles and problem at the same time. I was like problem. Mega Absol EX. Okay, we do find SKARMORY EX. Problem is our copycat isn't really capitalizing on anything here. I'd love to see an X speed. Okay. They're gonna take my Cyrus away. Okay, they just find all the pieces. Why don't you? I don't want to lose the other Cyrus. I want to bait them to stay in with this. To take away my copycat, exactly. Because by doing this, they don't know I have 2 Cyrus. They think I only have 1. And I'm playing into that. I'm playing with that in mind here. Because with double Indeedee, I can still put myself outside of range. And now I just buy time. 2 Cyrus them. We're baiting them. That's the key. Double Cyrus here. Giving them the copycat. It's like, oh, I don't want them to draw a bazillion cards. Like, I'm gonna steal their last copycat from them. And that's the trap right there. They should not have stayed in with the Mega Absol here. Now it's food. Now, the moment I top deck Cyrus, they lose because I will play it immediately, and both my Skarmories are ready. Both my Skarmories are ready. And I can tank it. I can take all of it. I'm gonna red card them because why not? I'm gonna heal. Putting myself in a position where I don't die to the Absol anyways. And we got him. Because they can't bring in the Absol because it's too weak, so they have to keep it in the back. They're compelled to just like run right through this. And they just don't see it coming. Double Cyrus is just something that you don't expect when you run to a defensive deck like this, but it's everything. Why are you playing red, my brother in Christ? Yeah, you gotta go back to school and learn some math, bro. What the hell was that red? That red made no sense. And now, oh yeah. Ah, you baka! Staying in earlier was your biggest mistake. And now you're getting punished for it. Here's the second one, baby. Oh, yeah. You didn't see that coming! They're like, continue, stupid game! Get wrecked, boy. Okay. Grass. Well, that's a Pokemon we do not care about. Not one bit. I want to find my other basics, so I'm going to prioritize the research and then go for the Pokeball. That way I don't take my deck out of them. And I can drop double Indeedee. The supporters are here. Now it's all about finding the second Skarmory, so we're less susceptible to a Sabrina, and we're good to go. Okay, Meowscarada. That is more threatening for sure. And Leafeon, maybe? They X speed, but they put the energy on Celebi. Like they haven't like looked at this board. That's okay. I think now is the time where we Jasmine. Because we know the solar beam is incoming and we want to mitigate that damage. Buying us some time. Like the odds of them having a Sabrina here are quite low. And look at that, 20 damage. Nothing. Literally nothing. And there's the other Skarmory. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We're gonna hold on to that second Jasmine for when we truly need it. Because this Leafeon is just not dealing enough damage. This Leafeon lacks the discipline. It's the Meowscarada that I'm scared about. That LB is just like... It's just an extra. It's just an extra in this game. Now what matters is to put ourselves outside of Meowscarada range. That's really important here. So we watch over twice. 110, 130, and then with that we live even. Yeah, we have to use the potion here. But not the Jasmine, just the potion. Because I was expecting them to heal this Leafeon, but it's gonna be a lot easier to take it down than I thought. Yeah, we just undo everything the Skarmory, the Leafeon did, and we still have one Jasmine to withstand a heavy hit. So if we heal 2 here, boom. There's one Erica. And now when they're most vulnerable is when we pivot into the other one, because if they want to Erica again, yep. Now the plan was to pivot into the other Skarmory, because we put them in a position where a Leaf Cape is not enough to put them out of range after that hit. Actually, did I math right? What are they at, 120? Maybe it was. At whatever. The idea is they haven't played a Leaf Cape yet. So if they want to play another Erica, the theory was if they want to play another Erica, then they can't Cyrus me, and they can't get the kill that turn either. So we pivot that turn because they have to either Cyrus or Erica. They need Erica to survive an incoming hit from me. So if they heal, they still don't get a kill. Because once they knock out one Skarmory, what's going through my mind is that a Sabrina wins them the game. As the moment they kill one Skarmory, they go for Sabrina, and Meowscarada one-shot the Indeedee in the back. And by the way, I know sometimes I do this, you know, when I have a match, and I like to talk about it a little bit, you know, just to share, because, you know, it's hard for me to like share everything that I'm thinking about and play at the same time. Like, I'm not a very good multitasker, as a lot of you know. I've had many rants about the slow animations in this game working against me. And I wanna explain like what I think and stuff, you know. So for those of you who are interested, you know, lately I get, you know, mostly I get positive comments, but I also get a lot of comments that are a little bit annoying, because it's just like, oh no, you talk too much after the game, so you do this and that. Like, my brother in Christ, like, go and just watch somebody else and stop being a nuisance. Okay, like, can you do that for me? Like, just get the hell out of here. Like, I get like in the Gengar video, like I got a lot of comments like that, and it annoyed me because it's just like, you guys know how I do my things. You guys know how I make my content. If you don't like the way I do my content, then just go away. Just go away and leave me be, because I like to yap. All right. I know most of you like the yapping, but it just needed to get that off my chest. I like to yap. If you don't like that, then just shut the fuck up and get out of here. So yeah, like I was saying, I like that. I took that approach, right, to not be vulnerable that way. Even though I think maybe like the Leaf Cape, if they had 120 HP, the Leaf Cape does actually put them out of range. So Leaf Cape into Cyrus would have been a problem for sure, but they would have had to have a Sabrina right after that. So that's like 3 specific cards, right? So, you know, not even Meowscarada can power through. Like, our defensive potential is really, really up there. All right, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Let's keep going. And yeah, I know this deck loses to Oricorio. Like, I understand, but I'm rarely running into electric decks nowadays. And sometimes I'm just gonna make a deck that automatically loses to Oricorio because I think it's fun. Okay, so don't bother pestering me with that shit. Lately, I've been a little bit snappy, but it's just because, you know, I've been working really hard to get daily videos out. And sometimes I don't even know why I bother reading. I probably shouldn't read the comments. I like reading the comments, right? But just sometimes it's just like, it's like one minor thing, you know, like one thing that, you know, happens. I slip in with the timer in the game, and I rant a little bit about that, and then it's just like the entire comment section just revolves around that one moment, and the rest of the video is completely disregarded. And that's, you know, it's just like, you know, some of you are annoying. It's just how it is. It's how YouTube works, right? But my God, some of you are just so annoying. A small portion, though. Like, I know that half of the comments for this video, I know what they're gonna be. It's Oricorio! Like, oh my God, just shut the fuck up, bro. I get it. I know. Okay, they got a powerful evolution there. Right off the bat, but I mean, we can mitigate that damage. You know, we can just we have the means to combat this. And we have double copycat to counter them. Let's go for the Steel Wing. Let's see if they have their Irida. Otherwise, them placing that giant cape there was a little bit sus. No Irida, they need giant cape. Otherwise, they just lose the Suicune. Okay, so they're setting up a Greninja EX. And we get an easy kill here. I think now's the turn where I Jasmine. That's my phone. Give me a moment because I'm expecting some stuff. I kind of just want to Cyrus them. So I'm gonna go for the Steel Wing. Because if they want to like ping my Indeedee in the back and then Cyrus it. Then we leave them vulnerable. Because all I need is a Steel Apron. If they have red... No, they don't play red. This deck doesn't play red, right? This deck does not play red. What if they evolve into 2 Greninjas, though? I'm gonna go for the copycat just because I feel like I need to do it. I feel like finding the Steel Apron is important. Maybe I choked here. I choked. I did some overthinking there. I should have just hit that and I think I come really close to throwing here. Cyrus, like I have 2 Cyruses. Oh, okay, I should not have done that. Overthinking it, just like, oh man, I need to find the Steel Apron. No, like, because I was worried about double Greninja killing me. To be fair, it was a legitimate worry. I don't know, it was a legitimate worry, but oof, okay. We tanking, ladies and gentlemen, we tanking. There we go. It was a legitimate worry, right? But I do think that most Greninja decks play like 2 EX and 1 regular Greninja, but a lot of them do the opposite. And especially that one with Giratina seemed a little bit more old school in that sense. So if I have a Steel Apron like that, I was really stuck, right? Because if I have a Steel Apron, I effectively have 170 HP. Wait, did I miss math? Did I just actually like derp? Because if they have 2 Greninjas, they drop me down to 100. No, I still die anyways. So I had a brain fart towards the end there. I don't know, for some reason I thought the Steel Apron put me out of range, but it didn't. Like another Greninja does it. No matter what, another Greninja does it. Another regular Greninja. But I couldn't, I'm pretty sure they were the kind of deck that runs double Cyrus. So if I play another Indeedee in the back, it just doesn't make a difference, right? And it potentially gives them an alternate win condition. I goofed though. I should have kept that hand with the Cyrus. I should have just gone for the win in that sense. I didn't get punished. Never punished, baby. Oh my god, that was a wild one though. But beat the meta with the off meta. And you know, hopefully I honestly don't really. I got a point where I'm too old to just care about upsetting people with what I say. Like I work hard to make fun videos and stuff, and if I have to bitch about the comments to keep my sanity in check, then I will do it every now and then. What I say does not apply to like 80% of you. And yeah, like I said, I know this deck automatically loses to Oricorio, but we haven't run into it today. It's just not very prevalent lately. Maybe the stars are aligning in that aspect. But I appreciate most of you. Like, most of you are very supportive. But you know, it's a bit of a large community, so there's quite a bit of everything. And sometimes people are annoying. I'm gonna go for this. We got Chandelure, Blazakin. Well, the good thing is we found the second SKARMORY, so we're not as acceptable. To something like a Sabrina, for example. Okay, so Blazakin is incoming. We're gonna play double Steel Apron here. And we're gonna prepare for this incoming hit with our Jasmine. Our Steel Aprons prevent us from getting burnt, so we're taking quite a bit of juice out of Mega Blazakin's hit here. Still gonna be a lot, but you'd be surprised on how, as to how well we can tank this. Oh. Don't take my NDD. Leave my NDD alone, please. No, Ndidi. Oh my god, that was Ndidi. God damn it, man. Did I play 2 Pokeballs? Yeah, look at that. We take nothing. We take nothing from that hit. Yeah, that was an Ndidi, man. In case they have a red. Now, combining Mega Blazakin with Chandelure is an interesting approach. Okay. Yeah, look at the Steel Apron. Look at the fact that we're tanking this Mega Blazakin like nothing. Now we are gonna go for the X speed and the copycat because we really want to find Ndidi. There we go. Wow. Oh, we made them cry, uncle. Mega Blazakin shut down like 60 damage. Steel Apron denying the burn, takes a lot of them. We still get hit super effectively, but then the Jasmine just completely shutting it out. That's why I wanted to play this deck, man. I like defensive decks. I like decks that just make the opponent quit out of they just can't kill you. And the double Cyrus is absolutely key here. We could run something to answer Oricorio, but it would just make the deck extremely, like, so much worse in every other matchup. That's why I don't choose to run it here. Sometimes I make a deck that's just like, okay, if I add an answer to Oricorio, every other matchup just falls down significantly. So I just choose to give it up, you know. So sometimes in card games you do that. Like a lot of people who come into Pokemon Pocket and they don't have a card game experience don't understand what that means, you know. It's like, oh no, every single deck must have an answer to Oricorio. Like that's not the case. It's like I'm not making a deck here that I'm not aiming to take this to ranked, for example, and just try hard with it, because I know that there's one specific matchup that I just can't win. But I want to have fun with this deck against every other matchup and showcase just how resilient Skarmory can be. So, you know, I'm saying a lot because I know that literally half of the comments are going to be about Oricorio. It's very predictable in that sense. But the double Cyrus really works very nicely. Very, very fun shit. Love you, have a soul day. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Or a dislike if you didn't like what I said, but I stand by it. I know most of you are very supportive. Sometimes I need to vent a little bit because I was excited about uploading the Gengar video yesterday, and to see like so many comments just be focused about that one moment. It kind of made me sad, but you know that's YouTube and social media. I've been doing this for a long time. It's just, you know, I think I'm getting older. I'm just getting more impatient about it. But I really appreciate you. And we'll be back at it tomorrow. I'll see you then.